What's up, guys? This is Jeff with Win Big Picks, and today I'll be breaking down my top four picks for Thursday, December 18th. I got two in the NFL and two in the NBA. Before we get started, though, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. You don't want to miss out on all the winning plays we got lined up here every single day. Recapping yesterday, I threw the picks out on the Discord and on Winnable. We had a lot of injury news we were waiting on, so really didn't make sense to put out a video for the last 2 hours before game time. But just to recap the NBA Cup picks as well. Over in that one, we had Devin Vassell. Took him for 12 and a half, over 12 and a half. He hooks us. He had 12 at halftime and then just misses every shot in the second half. And then we had Josh Hart for less than 8.5 rebounds. We wind up on the right side of that one. He finishes with 8. He had a lot of foul trouble in that one that helped us out. And then yesterday, Donovan Mitchell, more than 30.5 points. He gets it done for us there. He finishes with 32 in that loss to the Bulls. And then in the other game from yesterday, Naz Reid took him for more than 15.5. He was at 16.5 in a lot of spots. You'd missed if you took him there because he finished with just 16. And then the two guys that missed for us yesterday, Josh Giddey took him under 27.5 points and assists, and he went off in that one, finished with a triple-double. And then the other guy that missed, Jaren Jackson Jr., I think the well may be dried up on taking his under. Took him under 24.5 points and rebounds, and he had another big game again. He finished with 40 points and rebounds there. Now, we did hit on one of our slips here, as you can see. Threw this one out early. Alerting everyone to the Donovan Mitchell discount pick there over on Betr. Crushed that one, as you can see. And then Naz Reid, Betr, actually, they did have his line at 16.5, so I took it at 12.5. And again, good thing I did for the little quick double up there. Now, before we get to today, just remind you guys, over on Chalkboard, if you want to get in over there, use our link below and the code WINBIGPICKS, because when you do, they're going to give you a free pick, and they're going to give you a 100% deposit match up to $100 on your first deposit. And the best thing about Chalkboard, besides the daily boost that they give out, is they're one of two DFS apps that let you cash out mid-game. So say, even if you got like a two-man slip going and that first guy hits and then you don't really want to sweat out that second guy, or you see he's not going to hit his line and you want to cash out early and take the winnings, you could do that over on Chalkboard. So, again, check it out with the link below. If you want even more value, we'll give you a free month of our VIP picks. Just send your first screenshot, your first deposit you make on Chalkboard over to the email address on the screen here. You get a free month of VIP. Now, if you can't get the free month because you're already on Chalkboard, well, we're going to give you 2/3 off the price of any plan that you see here. That's right, 66% off any plan. Just use the code November when you do. Just a couple things to point out. NBA and college season pass, that's marked down through the rest of the year. Every pick through Super Bowl 60 texted right to your phone. The second we hit the post button, and then the big one, the NBA season pass, that's 7 months worth of value crammed into 4 months worth of price. NBA is where we made most of our money last year. We've gotten off to a great start this season too. So check that one out. Again, you can lower that price 2/3 using the code November. Now, on to today's picks. First up in the NFL, we're using Outlier for all our NFL breakdown today. You want a free 7-day trial of Outlier? Check it out for yourself. Use the link down below. But we're taking JSN over 89.5 receiving yards. This is a bit low, I think, especially with the matchup versus the Rams. The Rams, they had a tighter pass defense earlier in the year, but it has fallen off a bit. As you can see, 27th ranked in receiving yards allowed. Now, some of that may be due to, a couple blowouts that they've had recently where teams have just, gotten those garbage time yards. But regardless, it still bodes well for Jackson Smith and Jigba here. He went for 105 against them earlier in the year, and as you can see, he's gone over 12 out of 14 games And yeah, it's pretty. To me, that's just a bit too low. Usually, we've seen his line more closer to 100, really, in recent weeks. And yeah, he's gone over every game but two this year. So we're taking him here again, and yeah, he's the guy there in Seattle. Donald's going to throw to him. He's going to find him. And I think he gets it done here tonight. It's probably going to be the lowest you'll find it at. But again, look around, shop all your books, shop all the DFS apps. You can get them lower than 89.5 at the right odds. Definitely do it. But we're taking them more than 89.5. Now, on the other side, taking Kyron Williams, more than 55.5 rushing yards. Now, the hit rate, great on this one. Gone over this in 11 out of 14 games, including against Seattle there back in November. Went for 91 in that one. Now, the Seattle rush defense, they are number 3 in the league on the year. But look at the recent running backs. They haven't killed them, but they have hit their line. Jonathan Taylor, both Atlanta running backs, Jordan Mason, going over their line. So 55, it is doable. Again, Kyron himself went over back in November. And even if you're worried about Blake Corum, stealing some of his carries, he's still getting the rush attempts. The lowest he's getting is 12, and 15 last game versus Detroit, even in the shootout, So, I mean, the Rams, they were up a decent amount in that one, too. So he was getting the rush attempts. But even in a high-scoring game, they're still running the ball. So 55.5, just too low. Rhythm as well, one of the apps we use. They like it. They project them for almost 80 in this one, giving us a 68% win chance to hit this one. You want to try out Rhythm for yourself? There's a link down below for that, too. But yeah, 55.5, just a bit too low. Again, look around. Probably going to be the lowest you're going to get them at. But if you see them, 53, 54 on your sports book of choice, definitely get him for that, because I think he goes over tonight. And just pausing real quick here to tell you guys about some more free stuff over on Betr. If you want to download Betr without a link below, use the code WINBIGPICKS when you do. They're going to give you a free $10 just to walk in the door. And then they're going to give you a 50% deposit match up to $200 on your first deposit, meaning if you throw in $400, they're going to give you $200 on top. And then for tonight, we got the Matt Stafford free pick. Just needs to go over a half a passing yard to get it. Shouldn't have a problem getting that one. Again, use the link below to get all of that over on Betr. Then, if you like team picks and you're stuck in a DFS-only state, well, Warner Parlay is the app for you. Use the link below. Use the code WINBIGPICKS. They're going to give you a 100% deposit match up to $250 on your first deposit. That's the highest deposit match you're going to get on any DFS app. But again, team picks, spreads, team totals, money line, first half spreads, first to score, last to score, game to go to overtime. All those team picks available on there, along with all the player picks as well on Warner Parlay. Other apps, they're trying to get into the team pick game, but they have nothing as comprehensive as what they got going on as Warner Parlay does. So, check it out with the link below. And the same thing applies. You want a free month of VIP? Send a screenshot of your first deposit you make on Warner Parlay or Betr over the email address. We'll get you that free month. Now, back to the picks, and we're headed over to the NBA using Props Madness. For this one, they are by far the best tool when it comes to breaking down NBA player props. Get it for yourself, 25% off a subscription. The link is down below. We're taking Nick Claxton here in this one. More than 12.5 rebounds and assists. Now, besides that last game there, he has been on a tear with this one. And, yeah, you want to filter it down. We got MPJ in this one. Cam Thomas still out. Games where that happens over this 8 out of 14. But going up against Miami here. Miami, always a fast-paced game with them. Number one in terms of pace when it comes to playing. But 11 out of 15 of the last similar players by similar centers gone over their line. You know, you want to break it down further here. D rank first position, Miami, pretty bad. Even if you just have them facing the bottom half of the league. When it comes to this, over this in 5 out of 6. Now, I've seen it at 13.5 on Underdog. I saw it at 13.5 at plus money over there. You could take them at that. Anything more, like don't take them at 14.5. You've got no value there, really. But 12.5, is plenty fine with me to take them there. You should go over this. The Nets should keep this one close. We got no Tyler Hero on the other side. Norm Powell could be out. He's questionable as well. So they could be thin over there. So they should be able to keep this one close. Nets are at home as well. Just looking at only 2 games at home there with these sliders selected. But either way, the matchup pretty good there versus Miami. So 12.5 rebounds and assists. We are on it. And then last up, going back to Jabari Smith Jr., taking him for more than 8.5 rebounds and assists is just too low. They've had it at 7.5 recently, 8.5 at plus money. Now it's more at just regular odds. It's where you can get him at 8.5, but it's just too low. He's been on a tear lately. Even last game going up against a good Denver team, went for another 14 against them. He's got the weak matchup today against the Pelicans, as you can see, 23rd versus his position when it comes to giving up rebounds and assists. And, you want to break it down with the guys he's going to be in there with, the regular crew. Adding all those filters there over this 10 out of 16. But, again, the D-rank first position filter. Break it down the bottom third of the league over this 3 out of 6. Break it down the bottom half of the league, 6 out of 9. So similar players as well. 7 out of 15 have gone over. The assist zones too, just ridiculous. His top assist zone there. Pelicans 4th worst against defending that, worst at giving up the corner threes, and 4th worst under the basket, where Sengun should see a lot of time with that. Sengun, I think 22.5 might be he should hit that, but it may be a bit too high. Potential blowout in this one. Although recently the Pelicans, they have been hanging around in most games, if not outright winning them. So Pelicans, they are at home too, so a little better chance that New Orleans hangs around versus if they were in Houston, this line might be way more than 9.5. So either way, I think Jabari gets it done with the matchup here, and he's gonna see the minutes to do it as well. Looking at his over here to the minutes, that game did go to OT, but 43 minutes. The game before that, 35, 27, 37, 31. That game they won by 28, so he would have saw more time. So he's gonna see at least 32 minutes in this one. Even when you move the filter to that, over every time with all these filters put on there. So, he's at 8.5 pretty much every here at good odds. So Jabari Smith Jr., more than 8.5 rebounds and assists. We are on it. And just showing you guys a bet I've already locked in. Did it over on Underdog. We're taking Jabari Smith Jr. over those rebounds and assists. And then JSN over his receiving yards. Kyren over his rushing yards. Threw a little 75% boost they were offering on this one. So we only need 3 picks to hit to 10x our money. Underdog, they regularly just throwing out boosts all season. NBA, NFL season, just handing out boosts like candy. So if you're not on Underdog, sign up over on their website, on the app. Use the code COPSY151. You'll get another bonus as well as all the ones they give out regularly when you do. So check it out. And speaking of bonuses, this is even better than bonus. It's free money over on the Pickett app. You want to download it with that link below. Use the code WINBIGPICKS and then sync up a sportsbook or DFS app to the Pickett app. They're going to pay you $3 right to your Venmo or PayPal with a chance for it to be $100. I've seen it happen. So again, it's free to download. It is free to make an account. and they're going to pay you money to do it. There's no downside whatsoever. You want to look us up, what we've done, find us at Carpsy151. As you can see, over the last year or so, up 287 units. Doesn't matter what the sport is, we are in the green. So, in the meantime, though, if you want more insights and analysis, more picks, stuff like that, head over to the Discord. Teamed up with the guys at Doghouse Picks. They've been crushing it so far this year. NFL, college basketball, NBA. They're on it over there. I post every day over there as well, giving out free VIP picks as well as any injury updates to the picks you see here. I give out there too. So check it out. The link is down below. And that is going to do it for us today. If you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button. Helps the channel get out there to more people. I'll be throwing up VIP picks in a little bit here. Again, it's a 12-game slate in the NBA, so plenty of VIP picks going to be going out. Again, check out the Winnable if you want to get in on those. And looking ahead to tomorrow, 5 NBA games, so should be able to find plenty of value in those. In the meantime, though, let's green out for tonight, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Later.